first I have to say I feel really happy to have this a real and great connection with Libertum. I guess everything come in the right moment to have the opportunity to meet Jav, Allen, and Freddie. In the past, I was checking all this new industry about NFT and tokenize but I received some proposals, the people to come with me and ask me about if I like to make in the commercial way, use the magic, the piece and everything. But I don't find the right energy. To be honest, I say it's something that I put on the side in that moment, and I say, it's not the right moment. It's gonna come, I'm sure. And now it is.
I will start first with the common question: who is Jacobo? Is it the right guy?
That's correct, Jacobo.
What's your background? Where are you starting?
Okay, Alessandro. I'm Jacobo Roa. I'm using my last name. The one is Roa. Like time I work. I'm a Mexican artist. I'm originally from Mexico City, but I've been traveling a lot in the last 25 years. I was living in a different points of Mexico. I take art school in the beautiful state of Oaxaca. The one is on the Pacific coast of Mexico, and it's the capital and the creator of the most important Mexican artists like Rufino Tamayo and another one. So my influence comes from in my artistic style comes from my first day when I was young. My father is a geologic engineer, so he in his job he take the commission to do a big trip around all Mexico to make like a record of the geologic aspect of the country. So my family have the opportunity to travel all around. So I take my first impression of the country when I was young. So that's the reason I use that style of a lot of colors, and I use inspiration like Dia de los Muertos and tequila, mezcal, and this mariachi music, and all these elements, the ones that are on my work, and then I traduce in this contemporary style. I'm living right now in Playa del Carmen, in the Riviera Maya in Mexico, and I have my studio here.
Jacobo, so thankful that you can join us and you can share a little bit more about your art and so forth, and for the world to know. We first met, Jacobo and myself and Alan, we first met through a mutual friend, Freddie, and we had a fantastic time. We were in Mexico, we went to Playa del Carmen, and we had an amazing time. And I have always been a big time art enthusiast myself, very much into art and antique items, right? And I was very eager to visit Jacobo's studio, so I kept nagging him, "Hey, take me to your studio." And he was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm not. It's nothing in the studio, you know. My studio is just a studio. Is this empty and this and the other?" Anyhow, we kept nagging him, and finally, we got a chance to visit his studio. Upon arrival, I was stuck. I was like completely in awe of his passion, the inspiration, the uniqueness, the quality, the sheer talent this guy had. And we didn't know much about Jacobo the artist, and his art is beautifully captures the Spanish stroke Mexican culture, its color, the history, the music, the lottery, the animals, from the night of the dead to the faith, family, and emotions. Like, his work is seamless blend of, you call it, visual and poetic element of Mexican art, spanning from prehistoric time to the present. And in my opinion, no one does it better than the one and only Jacobo Roa. So thank you for joining us, Jacobo.
Thank you. Thank you for your work. Yeah, thanks a lot. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, guys, that's really a great introduction. and we are also interested in knowing more about Roa, everything he has done. So you have already talked about what's your started, where you started, and what's inspired you. But how much did it change over time?
Yeah, but thank you very much. That was my pleasure to receive you here in Mexico. Thank you for your space, Alessandro, and this amazing collaboration. Okay, we'll start like who is Jacobo Roa, a Mexican artist. I'm living right now in Playa del Carmen, in the heart of the Mexican Riviera Maya. As you know, we are very close to Cancun, between Cancun and Tulum. And yeah, I have like 15 years like a professional visual artist. And the beginning of this history started when I was really young. I have my first inspiration, I guess, with my family history. I born in Mexico City. My father is a geologic engineer. So he received a big commission of this in the job when long time ago, when I was just a kid, to make a geologic record of some states of the center, north, and south of Mexico. So we have a big trouble around all Mexico. So I guess my first inspiration of the color and composition of my work comes from that state. We have the opportunity to visit small village, local markets, mountains, archaeological places, local museums, and test the local gastronomy. So I guess I start to make a big file on my mind, on my spirit about the beautiful roots I have on my country. So years before I decide I take the decision to spend my life trying to share all this experience, and that's the way I decided to go to the art school. That's a big history. Now I have the opportunity to do the things that I love, and I do it with all my heart and my spirit, and I'm just happy to share this with you guys.
Okay, thank you.
And you know what? May I? The more you learn about this man of who Jacobo Roa is the more enthusiastic kind of you become about his work. Like Jacobo has just downplayed his entire career so quickly, but Jacobo started in art at a very, very young age, and not many people know that he couldn't write properly, right, Jacobo, for a long time. When he first began writing, he wrote every word in reverse. So when I first heard of that, I thought, hey, I learned to write backwards too, you know. The difference is I was writing in Arabic, which is naturally written from right to left. So if you look closely at Jacobo's art, you'll probably notice there's a lot of meaningful words spelled backwards, like stressed becomes dessert. Who wouldn't like that, right? So that's the beauty of some of the things. Like everything in his art is unique, and Jacobo itself is such a unique person. I think a lot of people need to get to know him. But he's an amazing person and inspiration to the younger generation of what he does. And I think I would love my children to look up to Jacobo and say, my daughter loves art. And I showed Jacobo's art. Actually got a few of them from Jacobo myself. And I showed it to my daughter, and she was like, oh, I want to do something similar. So I love Jacobo to give her a lesson for a day or two.
Great. Let me say a little bit short history about this backward. That's true. When I was I'm a left hand, so when I was young in the school, I spent a lot of time doing small cartoons in my notebook. I mean, in the middle of the class. So I have some problems with the teacher sometimes. And then I discovered on me the ability to do this like an encrypted message, starting and backwards to the north side, right to the left. So I remember that the school called my mom to ask about we have a problem here, but we don't have any kind of problem. They made me a test for this kind of dyslexia or something like that. But in fact, I started to learn to write and read real young when I was 5, I guess. And then I don't have any problem with that, but I conserve that type and that now I'm using on my artwork. I start to use them. I I I I I just feel the connection with that, and then I feel I have a great contact with the spectator. You know, when you read something different, sorry, when you read a small piece, the one have connection one with another, and then on the middle of the thousand colors, and then small compositions together, they they make a lot of curiosity in the spectators, so they have a better connection with the piece. And what I use, I love poetry, and I start to read the Latin American magical realism, like Gabriel Garcia Marquez and another amazing writers we have in this side of the world. So these guys found the magical connection with the spirit and the soul of Mexico. So I take a little bit of everything, and then I introduce all my work, of course, without artistic process. So I enjoy a lot. It's another kind of communication that come all together with a piece of art.
I want to say that you are always so taught in contrary in the olden terms, in like your friends, your little ones in the class, like when you're a child. You are always seeing the world in a different way or a more expansive way.
That's true. That's when we finished this big trip, my family my parents decide to live in the center of the country. We live in a state called Guanajuato. The wine is right in the center of the country, and this state have the two of the most amazing cities we have in Mexico. One is the capital, Guanajuato, of course, and the other one is San Miguel de Allende. Why I say that? Because these places are very important in the Mexican history, because the Independence War and Revolution War start over there. So kind of revolutionary spirit, magical, artistic are around that part of Mexico. So the place is not real big, but my vision was like in another part. I can have like a regular life like another kid. I always be really interesting on the history, on the art, on to travel, to know another cities, another places. My vision was different to my brothers. My father is a geologic engineer. My two brothers are engineers too. So all the house was like a mathematics and very, balance, and I just broken all the way the rules. That gave me some problems, to be honest. But on the end, I decided to take my own way, and that's the reason I started to travel around Mexico. I when I finished the high school, I decided to quit to go to the regular college. So then I moved to Oaxaca. The one is a beautiful state on the Pacific coast, full of art and pre-Hispanic roots and amazing oceans and landscapes. And I found people, the ones they have the same connection with me. So I started to the art school in the Instituto Rufino Tamayo. The one have the name of the one of the most amazing and important artists in Mexico. And I started to do my first step like an art student, and like live myself, paying my bills and doing magic to try to survive. I was living in a hostel. I was sharing deals with some friends of the art school. So that was very romantic and artistic. I feel like I'm one of those crazy artists of the Paris of the 20s, you know. At the day we go to the art school, at the night we're talking about art, talking about tequila, mezcal, beer, talking about philosophy, girls, poetry, whatever. So, but that just was amazing. So in the middle of the career, I mean, I was like at 2 years on the art school, and then I have a very good connection with one of my teachers. His name was Juan Alcázar. He started to show my style, and one of those reunions, the ones we have a shot of mezcal and the hand and everything, he told me in a very serious way to the eyes, you know, Roa, I find in you something different to the other guys. I guess you're coming here with your style. I mean, you now are just in a regular program of the art school, but if you still in this art school with the regular normal, I guess you're gonna lose that magical things you have. I mean, you don't have to weigh in the same way to the other guys. You don't have to do like this technical drawing, like a artist of the Barroco or of the another age. You the best thing I can say to you, you have to click to the art. You have to go to the war and show what you get. Because I guess if you spend more time putting and doing this thing, the one is not necessary for you, you want to lose what you have. So what's hard? I was thinking about that speech we have with when I got a teacher, and then I decided to speak and I started my own way.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Javvad, you have some questions, or can we go on with?
Show is all yours.
Yeah. You are talking about difficulties and every really tough moments. Can you also tell us how you overcome this, and if you can really highlight one of those moments for us?
Yeah. Can you repeat the question? Sorry, Alessandro.
The difficulties you have, the tough moments you passed, how did you solve them? How did you overcome? And so how did you go on and make maybe from a difficult moment a great moment?
Of course, I have now with the time at the moment was terrible, but now I just remember with a very happy. I have very very happy memories about that. It was a really hard day because the local market of the art in that moment in Oaxaca was it's a very close circle. Of course, I don't have this like the high I mean, quality like a professional artist in that moment because I was a young artist, and then I don't have the connection, so I never click. I have just a dream on my mind, so I try to introduce my work in a few galleries over there in that year, and I don't have a future opportunity to be honest. So I have to think to how can I start in how I can survive like an artist. So wow, it's a huge history. Then I moved from Oaxaca to San Cristobal de las Casas. The one is another place very close to Oaxaca. It's in the Pacific coast on the mountains, amazing. And with my ex-girlfriend, we started with a business. The one was a coffee shop and gallery, and then we tried to do both things. I mean, have a space. The one is gonna be a platform to have a connection with people. We have a lot of tourists in that year, and then use the walls of the coffee shop like a gallery. That happened between '96 and 2001. In that moment, we have a very important political and intellectual moment in that part of Mexico, the South. You know, this or revolution, green star, still over there around the people. So we have a visitor from all over. So I have the opportunity to meet people from all over the world: Italy, France, Spain, Argentina, Canada, all it's just young people, travel, backpackers. So the traffic of ideas was really nice. And that gave me a lot of inspiration to keep working. So I started to sell my first pieces over there. It was a really nice experience. We was there for 4 years. And then I moved to the Caribbean. And here, at that moment, I started to sell my work. But here, when I come to Playa del Carmen, everything changed. I found a really nice group of local artists. So we we start a project on the streets, like a local art walk, and in one of the principal streets here in Playa del Carmen. And then in that year, I've been working for months, so my production was huge, and I decided to show this to the world. So it's just everything changed in a moment. I mean, I just put my work over there. We have the correct people on the correct moment sharing my work, and I start to have a really good acceptation from the people, and I start to sell my first artworks over there, and I was very happy. This just spent, I don't know, a month and a half, and then one day, one of these local visitors stopped right from my exhibition. I saw my work, and they said, the amazing work. So let me know about project. What is your inspiration? Where your if you have a formal art education, whatever, we start agreeing, and I thought we have coffee there watching work. So she's named is Susan Nelson. She's from Massachusetts, and she has a gallery. So she decided to buy 8 of my pieces. I'm a gallery, I'm an art dealer. I guess you have a really unique style. I will take all these pieces with me. I will show it in my gallery, and I will call you in a month or 2 months maybe. So get ready. Maybe it's gonna work very well over there. So yeah, that call just coming in the next month to come and say, Roa, this is amazing. The people love your work. I do a really good frame for the pieces. So this is great. I have a space for next February. So I'm gonna make a solo art exhibition here in the United States. So let me know if you can be ready with a production of 30 pieces to start, and let's see what happens. So it was just amazing sale. Of course, I'll be ready. In fact, I don't have to work a lot because my production is, I'm working all the time. There are pieces at the same time, small, medium, collage, canvas, whatever. So I just get ready for my first solo exhibition. And all the history started in 2009. I do my first solo exhibition. And then till now, I have the opportunity to make exhibitions in Montreal, Canada, in Texas, in New Orleans, Switzerland, France, Slovenia, and my work is all around the world because this is a very unique city. We have a lot of visitors, so my collector is a big list of people all around. So I feel very happy and blessed about that.
Yeah, congratulations. That's really inspiring. The main point is that you have never you never gave up. You are really trusted your vision, and then that's what it counts. And right now, that's the result. So yeah, congratulations for real. I was curious about if you can maybe show us some previous piece of art of you, and tell us what was your inspiration in it.
Okay. Okay. So it's part of my studio right here. I've been working in that piece. Okay, let's show you what I have.
That's really amazing. I think that's the first podcast in the world doing the live art reviewing.
Okay, this is the small pieces, and the ones I've been working in the last week. This technique here.
No.
It is acrylic and ink mixed media. on paper.
That's
And I use this element of a Mexican folk culture, like that day of the dead, music. That's about work the one we was watching before, the one expression on all my
yeah,
work.
I love this piece. I love this piece.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's really cool. Like the
Yeah.
bull. I love the bull animal, like every crypto enthusiast. So yeah.
And then this version I started from my LD inspiration. I represent all the food Mexican, full Mexican culture. And then the little Christian messages all around the one have a connection one with another, and it's the way
That's so.
I do my most
Yeah, everything is backward, like we're.
yeah. Well, then so I'm working in the last month, and this series. The one is the reinterpretation of the classic pieces of the Baroque. The original piece, the composition of this art piece is from Velázquez, this making Spain artist from the Baroque. So I take this critical composition, I do this reinterpretation with my own element. The name of this is the King Road, and it's having a connection with circuit element. The technique in this piece is acrylic and oil on mixed media.
How large is it? Because it's really big.
That piece is 220 centimeters. That is 150, 220 or 150 there.
Yeah. Okay. So for a medium wall. Yeah.
Yeah, the medium wall.
Yeah.
So let me tell you one more thing about Jacobo as well. The biggest, the largest, because you asked the size, I'll let you guys know. The biggest mural in Mexico, right? The entire Mexico is done by the great Jacobo.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
It's
Where is it? In the.
I was going to ask that. I forgot. It's just in a museum, I believe. It's just stuck right on the wall. I think Jacobo will probably be the best person to answer that. And also I would love to ask him something about the old masters, which is what we are eventually tokenizing, right? A little bit more about that would be great.
Yeah, like the inspiration itself also for the concept art behind. Yeah, we're really curious about it.
Yeah, I do think I've been working on the studio, but one of my most important projects are doing in the mural. I just say that's correct. I just started with the muralism like 10 years ago, doing a small project. So then I have the opportunity first to do a huge mural of the Day of the Dead. The one is located in Mérida, in the state of Yucatan in Mexico. The name of this artwork is Catherine, and then make a connection with one of those. I will show you some nice high resolution pictures to share on the podcast, of course. And this piece is 100 square meters, 10 meters the base, and then 10 meters up. And this mural is located in one of the most important bars in Mérida, so they receive a lot of visitors. I was very lucky because they made me a huge promotion, and then the president of the company Warner Music in Mexico visited that place 3 years ago, and then they saw my work, and they contacted me to do a project for them. So they really love my style. They say, Warner Music is a very important company around the world. We have a location in London, New York, San Francisco, wherever, and every single office have a big mural, and they have two things in common. First, the music, and then they have the spirit of the country. Like I don't know, like London, Warner Brothers London. They have Warner Music London has the music on the mural, but they have to settle in, and then they have to the flag, the rock spirit, and all the things. San Francisco, bicycle, rainbows, bridge, whatever. New York, the same thing, like this like so. We was looking for some artists they can do the match, music and Mexico. And we received a lot of proposals from professional artists, even from the United States, from Europe. And I don't know how we can find it before. So we need a proposal now because we have a meeting with the president of the company in 10 days. So please, if you can do a concept between two teams, we have a huge project for you. We have a nice building. The one is 30 meters high, and then they have 10 meters base, and then we need one huge mural, and then we need another 2 interior murals for the new office in Mexico. This happened in the middle of the pandemic. So the building was ready, but there's no art there, and they don't have artists. I mean, they received some proposals, but the proposal was just dead. No color, no music, no Mexico, no nothing. So I just spent a week inside the studio. I ordered everything by, Uber Eats. I ordered some tequila on the scalp, music. I put my bed right here on the sofa. I just moved to the studio, and I was working 1 week doing...
Like you were arrested from art, we can say. Yeah.
And then I finished with the project. I was very happy on the result, and I sent my proposal to Warner. They say, this is amazing. I want to do my best. You are a great artist, but we are receiving proposals from 6 artists around the world. So let me see what happens. And then next week they call, job is you. The building is ready. How you can start? So that was one of the most amazing things because I have the opportunity to work in the middle of the pandemic, just me and my assistant, and as the only person inside the building is just my assistant, me, and the 2 guards on the building. So it's no interruption. I disconnect my 45 to the speakers of the building. It's a music company, so they have the best high quality and technology in all the systems they have. So I have music, brushes, painting, and inspiration for a 3 months. So I finished that project. I feel very happy. The result was amazing. So I will share you some pictures about that project. The work is really nice.
Yeah, with pleasure.
And then I start to jump to do another project, like the one you said that in Puerto Progreso, in very close to Merida too. We do a huge mural from a museum over there. The one is 240 square meters. This one is right front to the ocean, so we have a really good combination between the ocean, the beach, and then the big wall right front to the Caribbean. The one looks amazing. It's very famous too. And in this mural, I'm talking about the history, about all the South of Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, the pre-Hispanic culture, the pre-Hispanic root, and then the connection with the present.
Yeah.
Of that area. The one is very important in the commercial way of the maritime industry. So that's been a really nice journey.
Yeah, amazing. And let's talk about the real and the new partnership between you and Libertum itself. The tokenizing of few pieces of your selected pieces of your old masters collection. And so, can you talk about the old master collection? Can you give us more insights?
Yeah, of course. That collection is feels that first I have to say I feel really happy to have this a real and great connection with Libertum. I guess everything come at the right moment to have the opportunity to meet Jab, Allen, and Freddie. That's amazing for me. We share a really great moment when they was here, and then we found the way to do something together. In the past, I was checking all this new industry about NFT and tokenize but I received some proposals. The people to come with me and ask me about if I like to make in the commercial way use the magic, now the piece and everything. But I don't find the right energy. To be honest, I say it's something that I put on the side in that moment, and I say, it's not the right moment. It's gonna come, I'm sure, and now it is. So I feel really happy about that. This first collection of a really nice history. That's the first. That's the first setting, the one I start to use this classical images from the old masters, like the name say, old masters, the principal artists of the world of all the time, and then do my own reinterpretation, doing intervention with this style. The one is very unique in me. Using these little squares, small poems, symbols in connection between one and another. So do another new life to these amazing art pieces. I do this collection in 2015, and I present in the opening of the local theater of the state right here. They do exhibition, they do the invitation to the artist to present this the rest of the hour, and they do a concert. So it's a good artist on the area. So I like to work in something different and present something disruptive, new, different, not just one canvas piece. I like to make something different. So I take the decision to make this series of 20 pieces. They one have a connection one with another, like a composition of this piece that tell you a history. Doesn't care in the position you put on the wall. All these one have a magical connection. They are making on the same energy line. So when I hang on the wall of the theater, that people say, wow, okay, what is this? This is very different to the things you are doing in the last year. So the exhibition was really now my work have the attention of all spectators, but the most important thing was I have I feel very happy about that because they select my work like the first place. I won the first place of this competition and was like the principal piece on this opening. So it's a lot of personalities of the political and the artistic world and everything that's sort of piece. So that in fact, let me show you something that.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm not a record of my studio.
Okay.
That's what for that collection. So I guess this special collection is another age of my career. I started in another direction with that, and I feel very happy about that. And I concern with me all the time, but now we are putting on the market with Libertum. I guess it's a great opportunity to share my work, my side to the world by this way.
Yeah, no, thank you for giving us this opportunity to work with you, Jacobo. I think we are very, very grateful and excited, super excited. I know Old Masters is so close to your heart, right? You so Old Masters was first done, Al, probably 10 years ago. And Jacobo has decided not to sell it and keep it with him because it was so close to his heart. Eventually, he's offering us those unique pieces of art to tokenize, and not only sell the tokenized version, not only sell the physical version, but also the NFT version, right? So it's very unique pieces of art that we are very grateful to be the company who will be tokenizing these arts. And honestly, when we first met, like, I was in love with the work, and I can say that we have built a special bond between us, and these are the people, who define the Mexican culture, blending arts and taste with very uniquely captivating ways, and through art and through music and so forth. So I'm really proud to announce that Libertum is bringing the incredible art and vision of the great Jacobo to the blockchain, not just in the form of physical art, as I said, but also as an NFT, unique NFT for each collection. So these unique NFTs will soon be available in the marketplace, and whoever purchases these will not only own one of the kind of pieces of digital art, but also the original physical canvas, direct.
It's like Tide, okay.
Exactly, and that will be directly posted over to their doorsteps, right? All they need to do is, once they buy the NFT, fill up the form, or the token, fill up the form, send it over, and it will be delivered to you within a matter of few days. So excitingly, right? The nephew, I may say this, Okuba, right? The nephew of the great Picasso is showing a lot of interest in Jacobo's art right now. And the Marquis of Madrid recently placed an order with him as well. So you can imagine the importance of the guy here with us in today's podcast. And let me be clear in one thing. Libertum is not bringing Jacobo's work to life. Okay, they already have a life of his own. Okay, they have a life of their own. Now, Jacobo is one of the most amazing, well-respected, established artists out there. And what Libertum is doing is excitedly, and we are literally very thrilled to bring these amazing pieces of art on chain with the uniqueness of NFTs to the global community. Okay, and very, very excited. All I can say is thank you, Jacobo, for giving us this opportunity. And believing believing in us, and believing in us.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. It's my pleasure, and I guess I waited for the right time to start with this new age of the art, and all these digital platforms give us the opportunity to share to the artists. I've been working really hard every day from my local studio right here, and then these new technologies give us the opportunity to share all around the world and have a connection, the real art with real people outside all around the world. And it's a pleasure to me, and I guess I believe a lot too in this project, and this is gonna be a great chance to share all my essence, all I want to have to share to the world on my side.
Yeah, guys, it's really beautiful for me, because I'm so grateful for being here. Thanks, Jav, for the opportunity of becoming like a legend right now. And I'm right now discovering your art and the chemical between also Libertum. And there is one thing I found beautiful, that your old master is about an old technique, and all the real pretty a lost word that you are renewed in your optic. So you are seeing different kind of things in old matters, and the Web3 integration is like beautiful for me, because it really went and goes beyond everything the art has made until then. So it's really beautiful.
Gracias, Alessandro. That's my pleasure. Thanks for your work.
And what are your artistic goals for the future? What are your main goal right now?
Okay, now one of the things more exciting are exciting for me is to start this amazing project with Libertum. I guess this is the right moment to do the next step for the new technologies and bring all this art to the world. So to this new platform. In my production, I've been working hard day by day in the last 15 years. So I guess I don't know. My production right now is around 3,000 pieces from different techniques, sizes, and styles. I have the mural, I have the collage, the intervention, art objects, work on paper, work on canvas, oil, acrylics. It's huge. So we have a plan to do regenerate all these files with the quality, style, and classify all these works by size, technique, style, and have all this ready to share with the world. We are a new age, and we have to do the jump to just the diversify. I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah.
Still working in a very honest way and a very unique spirit and speech in a physical way on my work, but on the side have the vision to look all we have here to the digital digital world for the next generation. That made me happy and it's very motivating for me. And I'm working right now on another file on my studio. I'm working right now on my production for my next exhibition on the gallery represent me on New Orleans for the beginning of the next year. And I have a few proposals cooking over there about a new mural for a good and big company too. So we are talking about now about the college after we will start to work on the proposal and everything, and it's gonna decide in the next month if we start the year doing a new big mural in Mexico City. That's
okay.
That's the plan.
I was thinking before Jav talking about the real art will be a real object in real world. So it won't be like a fractionalized tokenization like many projects propose, but in real terms, people holds nobody, nothing.
Absolutely. So the way we are tokenizing these arts is one art would represent one token, or vice versa. One token will represent one art. So you buy that token, you're the owner of the physical art as well as the NFT. Now, going forward in future, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, 10 years time, that piece of art will be super valuable, right? And you can take it to the auction house, and auction house will probably value it multiple times more. So what happens is, as soon as you've got the valuation certificate, that NFT value is equivalent to your valuation certificate, right? So that's how NFT will progress in value. This is I'm talking about NFT pegged to real world art. It's just not like a photo of a monkey, right? You're not buying a photo. You're actually, or ape, right? You're actually buying a physical art and an FT which is pegged to that. So any valuation increase in the real art is a valuation increase in FT, and it's much more meaningful rather than just having an imaginary photo thinking, hey, it's valued at £1 million. No, mate, it's not valued at £1 million. Let me put it like that.
Okay, that's
okay.
That's great. The last question. What if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, whatever, who would be and why?
Wow, that's a great question. I don't know. I look, one of my favorites in Mexico, and the one I have a really good inspiration is, well, everybody knows this guy, like the husband of Frida Kahlo. His name is Diego Rivera.
Yeah.
He was his teacher. Diego Rivera is the great artist of the muralism around the world. He had the opportunity to share with Picasso. He was living in Paris. He was living in the United States doing some amazing murals from Ford Company, from Rockefeller, from that. The inspiration is because he was the first artist in Mexico in the 19th century, 20th century. The one recognized and put on the right side of the history the pre-Hispanic Mexican art from the Aztec and Maya. That included the celebration of the Day of the Dead. Amazing artist, unique, Diego Rivera, master. And then more contemporary work and global way, of course, Jean-Michel Basquiat. I love his work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Go for it.
yeah, the real last question is because it's so fascinating to know like a legend in art what he does in life except art. So when you are not doing art, what are you enjoying in life? What's your like a passion, a hobby?
Okay, what I love to do if I'm doing art, I like to do everything.
That knows.
He's partying with us. What else is he doing? He's gonna party with us.
That's great.
Of course, I like to do things that are close to the art. I love cooking. I mean, I love everything about food, cooking. I really enjoy to spend time on the natural life. As Javvad knows, I own a little piece of land on the jungle, very close to my studio. This is just 15 minutes from Playa del Carmen, in the heart of the Mayan jungle. So in that place, it's nothing. It's just the natural life. When we was there a month and a half ago, right, we had the opportunity to saw monkeys, birds, squirrels, beautiful butterflies, and then we do a walk in the middle of the jungle to find the road in a really nice cenote. The cenote is a natural like a natural small lagoon on the middle of the jungle, full of life and with a clear water. Amazing. The one have a lot of connection with the spiritual soul of the pre-Hispanic Mayan culture. So a nice walk on the jungle or on the beach always give me a really nice inspiration, and I really enjoy that. Like artist, this is a very unique work because you spend a lot of time just alone in the studio by yourself, music and podcast, whatever. But when I have a time and the opportunity to be with friends, I really enjoy that. I mean, like the visit of Jab Allen and Freddie give me a lot of happiness. 1.5 ago, and then sometimes I visit to visit some of my friends here on the studio, and of course travel. When I have a chance, travel. Short travel, medium travel, long travel. Okay. Every time I have a chance to travel, I love travel just by myself or to find me in a different way in every travel.
Yeah, it's so important for inspiration, and I suppose that everything you enjoying like the natural lagoon is like something we have already seen in your piece of art because they're so colorful, they're so joyful, and that's really something that I recognize in art. Yeah.
Thank you, Alessandro. Jab, thank you very much. Thank you.
I just have to say one thing, right? So I've got my I don't know if you can I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, see it. But so I just want to say Muchas gracias por la oportunidad.
Amigos, thank you very much, Jav, for this opportunity
Gracias.
to be in this amazing project with Libertum. Alessandro, it's my pleasure. You have your hound here.
I'm honored. I'm honored.
Put it on your list. Mexico, put on your list. Rivera Maya, you're really gonna enjoy. You have a place here on my plate. You have to come. Always, you are welcome.
They're for sure scheduling it in the next month, of course. So thank you for your time, and it was an honor for me, guys. Have you here. Thanks, Jav, for your sombrero also. Amazing.
So, not thanks to me, but for my sombrero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Amazing.
Next time.
Muchas
Thank you.
gracias. Jacobo.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
That's from
Thank you,
Mexico.
darling. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, guys.